apputime.com. They help field teams that have a lot of field and human operations optimize their time and their planning. Launched in 2016. He was building the MVP for 6 years before launching, but he's grown now from 10,000 a month in revenue to 50,000 a month in revenue in the last 2 months. Really rapid growth. They've raised about 1.7 million total today. Their last round was an $800,000 seed round last year at about a 4.5 million valuation. He sold 15% of the company. Team of 10 today as they look to continue to scale. Hey folks, my guest today is Martin Latka. He's building a very cool tool called AppUtime, which is it's the first autonomous ERP. It's aputime.com. Martin, you ready to take us to the top?
Hello, guys.
All right. What's an autonomous ERP? Give me an example of a customer that's using you.
Yeah, basically, let's imagine you are sitting in your car and you turn on your navigation. Basically, your navigation will calculate the optimal road into the destination and it will tell you when you arrive into destination. And let's imagine you can do the same in company processes and the whole execution management inside the processes and hundreds of projects. We can tell every employee what is the best thing to do right now, and we can recalculate it in real time. So when anything is changed inside the company, we can recalculate everything, what is going on in the company.
Martin, can you give me a specific example of a company that pays you today?
Well, we are SaaS, so software as a service. So we are very similar to SAP in the process management platform, but we make it autonomously. The most of our customers are from manufacturing or light manufacturing, where a lot of projects are running and they are very complex in the processes. So we can handle the whole scheduling for the human resources. So basically, we optimize work time schedule in real time.
Mm-hmm. So, and is this specifically for folks that are driving like on roads and maps, and you're saying there's a mountain there, it's too expensive or that's too costly here?
Yeah, basically, there was just similar to the navigation, but we don't care about the roads and so on. We calculate the tasks. So basically, we are like Asana, but with autonomous scheduling system. So we can optimize the work time schedule inside the company. We can tell people what is the best task for this time.
Understood. And what's the average customer or company pay you per month to use the technology?
Yeah, basically around 1.5 thousand per month.
So 1,500 per month.
Yeah. The most of our customers are paying annually, so we are talking about 10K.
10K per year. And obviously don't name the customer, but what does your largest customer pay?
I believe that it is Siemens, or we have the customer which is a public television here in Czech Republic. We are based in Czech Republic in the middle of the Europe. So maybe the public television, it's comparable, but it is absolutely different segment.
But are you talking $100,000 a year contracts or $1 million a year contracts?
No, we are still thinking about 20K.
Okay, so you're still trying to figure out how to get your first customer to 20K a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, basically we are focused on the small and medium-sized companies because there is a very huge gap between only simple task management tools and a solution like a SAP. So,
and just to be clear, you launched in 2016, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And have you bootstrapped or raised capital today?
Currently, we are bootstrapping, but we are running the fundraising roadshow. But we don't need to close it as soon as possible.
How much are you looking to raise right now?
$1.7 to $2 million.
Oh, what's going on there, YouTube? Good to see you guys. Now imagine this. You love watching these interviews with SaaS founders, but imagine if we took all of the valuation data out from over 2,807 interviews I've done manually. Saves you a lot of time. Well, we've done this. We've built it into the beautiful interface inside of FounderPath. Check this out. I'll show you how you can access this in a second, but you log in, you connect your Stripe account, you see your valuation real time, you can see what it changed over the past 88 days, and even set goals for valuation this year. Now, the secret to valuation is there's many different ways to value a SaaS business. So the reason you're going to see 3 or 4 different valuations inside of your FounderPath dashboard, this is all free by the way, is because depending on who's doing the buying of your SaaS company, you're going to get a different valuation. A VC is going to pay a different valuation. Private equity firm is different. If you're going to do a minority sale, that's different. And if you sell the whole business, that's a different valuation. You can see all those when I hover over here. Right, so the teal is what a VC would pay, yellow is what private equity, and red is if you sold the whole thing outright. Now, what's cool about this is not built off random data. Again, you guys hear these interviews on YouTube. All these data are built from real-time valuation data points founders share with us on the show. So traction, 1.2 million, seed round, 3.7 raise, they sold 22% of their business. Go in here and filter by the event. Maybe you only want to see companies that have sold the whole business. Well, here are a bunch that have been acquired, the valuation and the multiple. Maybe you're going out right now and you're raising your seed round. Well, go in here and look at all this recent seed deals that went down, what they raised, what valuation they raised at, and what percent that they sold. There's never been a larger data set of SaaS valuations than what you can get now inside of FounderPath, and we're thrilled to bring it to you. All right, we're going to go back to the YouTube video here in a second, but if you want to check this tool out, if you want to jump in and sign up, you can check it out for free to get your valuation at this link, founderpath.com/products/valuations. Or if you go to founderpath.com and hover over products, click on get your valuation here, and go ahead and sign up to give it a whirl. Again, all that valuation data live right inside the platform. I hope to see you there. All right, let's jump back into the interview. And Martin, what are you learning in the market? A lot of people are saying it's very tough to raise equity right now.
I'm pretty clear with that because we absolutely know that we have a disruption technology. We are reinventing the whole area of managing processes because
no, but you're avoiding my question though. The question is not about you; it's about the market. Do you have someone that's already given you a term sheet, or what is the market telling you? Do you have any equity investors ready to pony up?
Yeah, absolutely. We are cool with that because we've grown from 10K MRR to 50 in just 2 months. So we have very quick traction.
Say that again. You're at 250,000 a month in revenue.
From 10K to 50.
Wow, MRR. You were doing 10,000 in MRR a year ago.
Yeah, we are 50K MRR at this time.
Sorry, are you doing 250,000 a month right now, or 58,000 a month?
We've grown from 10K MRR to 50.
50.
50. Exactly.
And that growth happened over the past 12 months?
No, that growth faster in the last 2 months. It is very, very, very quick.
So if you're doing 50,000 a month today in revenue, what were you doing exactly 1 year ago?
Yeah. 2 months ago, we were on 10K.
A year ago, how much revenue were you doing monthly?
Okay, around 1 or 2. We've entered the market 1 year ago, so there is a huge research behind the APU time. So 6 years we were doing the research. I'm past academic researcher, so there is a huge research behind the APU time, and we've entered the market last year. So everything.
How did you pay your Martin? That's 6 years of building an MVP. You launched in 2016. You go to market last year. How did you pay your bills for 6 years?
Easily, with the angel investor behind.
I thought you said you bootstrapped the company.
Yeah, at this time we are bootstrapping. Our angel investor doesn't need to invest anymore. We are bootstrapping, but we need to.
Martin, how much capital have you raised total to date?
1.7.
Okay, so you're not bootstrapped. You have raised capital. When you raised the 1.7 million, what year was that?
Yeah, sorry. I was thinking that you are asking for bootstrapping right now, but we are not bootstrapping fast yet.
So when did you raise the 1.7 million?
During the 7 last years, it was in a lot of tranches.
Oh, I see. Was it a convertible note, or was any of it were any of them a priced equity round?
Yeah, a private equity round.
So someone did put a valuation on the business.
Yeah.
Okay. So when was the last tranche of money raised? Was that this year or last year?
It was last year.
And how much was that tranche? Just that one?
Just this one tranche. Let me calculate it. It was in Czech rounds.
Okay.
Almost 800K.
Okay, so a lot of it. And most folks in their pre-seed round are selling between 15 and 20% of the company. Were you in that same range?
Yeah, absolutely. We are talking about 15%.
Okay. Yeah. So 15%, if you sold 15% for 800K, that puts your valuation at somewhere between sort of $4 and $5 million. Is that right?
Yeah. After the market fall down, we have a valuation from the global company Grant Thornton made for 15 almost 15 million K, but it was last year, so maybe it's a lot of different this year.
Understood. How did you go from $2,000 or $10,000 a month ago to $50,000 a month today? What did you do over the past 30 days?
Yeah, this is a crazy roadshow because we were selected into AppSumo Select, and we've got a lot of ambassadors who want to cooperate with AP Time. So they very quickly started with the affiliate, and that's it. So we were selected to cooperate with AppSumo. So we've launched the campaign.
Martin, how many paying customers do you have today?
Around 300 companies. And then, of course, a lot of AppSumo lifetime deals, but we don't count that because it is only marketing and spreading our idea abroad.
Okay, if I take 300 customers paying on average $1,500 per month,
Yep.
that would put you at $450,000 a month in revenue. You're 1/10 that size. So where's my math wrong?
Not every customer is so big. So some customers are very tiny, about 10 or to 15 users, and some customers are around 150 employees. So
the average customer today, taking your monthly recurring revenue of 50,000 divided by 300 customers, the average customer today pays something like $150 a month, not 1,500 per month. Is that right?
Yeah.
I see. Okay. What's your tactic? I've seen AppSumo work for people and then really hurt other people. And it really can hurt if you don't have a plan to move one-time lifetime deals to monthly recurring plans. How are you doing that?
Yeah. Currently, we've blocked all the AppSumo customers or on our AWS account, which is with the 100K activate program. So we don't have any cost with that during this and next year.
Well, sure you do. It's your time. You have to support all those users that are never going to pay you again potentially.
Absolutely, and they are helping us to make this service absolutely amazing. Currently, I was talking about that we are mostly for the companies medium-sized and around the medium-sized company, but we've learned something very important because we've acquired a lot of freelancers, and we are missing some few features to be best for the freelancers as well. So maybe we can open this market, and we would never know it without the AppSumo. So,
Martin, how many of the 300 paying customers today per month came from AppSumo?
They are paying multiple ways. They are upselling. We are creating the marketplace, which
Martin,
they will be part of.
my question is, of your 300 customers today that are paying you monthly, how many of them came from AppSumo directly?
10, 15, maybe.
So why do you credit AppSumo for your growth when they make up less than 6% of your total paying customers?
Currently, they spread this idea. We have a lot of customers who just signed up because of the campaign and they don't know about the AppSumo. So people just talking about it and use the affiliate, but nobody with our partners.
How many folks are full time on your team today?
10.
10. Okay, great. And how many engineers?
3.
Okay, and last question before we wrap up. Chat GPT, robotic process automation. What's the future of your space? What are you building next?
Okay. Do you ask if we use something from ChatGPT?
Just how do you think about the market? What are you building next for your customers?
When we can optimize the work time schedule, we are coming with the AI insights into AP time, because everybody wants to know the deepest information about the company people cannot calculate during the life. So this is next. And another thing on our pipeline is budgeting, because if we can calculate to the future how the projects are going on, we can calculate the cash flow, how the cash flow will going on in the time. So it will be huge.
Great. We're rooting for you. In the meantime, let's wrap up with the famous 5 one-word answers here if you can. Number 1, what's your favorite business book?
Business book. Maybe 0 to 1.
Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
Number 2, I love Leaders Eat Last. And maybe number 3 is
Martin. 1 is fine. The third question is, what is your favorite online tool for building AppUtime?
Currently, online tool. I love the product lift at this time, because it is very important. Product lift. It is very important to have a public roadmap, because it makes the community and the relationship between users and between AppUtime team. So we use Product Lift to have a completely white labeled roadmap and wish list and so on. And people are very active there. We can communicate with all our customers, and they communicate between each others. So basically,
that works. This is rapid fire. One-word answers if you can. Okay. Number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
Maybe 5 to 6.
And what's your situation? Married, single, kids?
I'm currently single, but I have 2 kids with the same girlfriend. So we are planning to get married.
And how old are you?
33.
33. Last question. What's something you wish you knew when you were 20 years old?
And in the next 20 years?
When you were 20 years old, age, what's something you wish you knew?
That everything don't need to be done.
Guys,
just something.
There you have it, apputime.com. They help field teams that have a lot of field and human operations optimize their time and their planning. Launched in 2016. He was building the MVP for 6 years before launching, but he's grown now from 10,000 a month in revenue to 50,000 a month in revenue in the last 2 months. Really rapid growth. They've raised about 1.7 million total today. Their last round was $800,000 seed round last year at about a 4.5 million valuation. He sold 15% of the company. Team of 10 today as they look to continue to scale. Martin, thanks for taking us to the top.
Thank you very much.
One more thing before you go. We have a brand new show every Thursday at 1 p.m. Central. It's called Shark Tank for SaaS. We call it Deal or Bust. One founder comes on, 3 hungry buyers, they try and do a deal live, and the founder shares back-end dashboards, their expenses, their revenue, ARPU, CAC, LTV, you name it, they share it. And the buyers try and make a deal live. It is fun to watch every Thursday, 1 p.m. Central. Additionally, remember, these recorded founder interviews go live. We release them here on YouTube every day at 2 p.m. Central. To make sure you don't miss any of that, make sure you click the subscribe button below here on YouTube, the big red button, and then click the little bell notification to make sure you get notifications when we do go live. I wouldn't want you to miss breaking news in the SaaS world, whether it's an acquisition, a big fundraise, a big sale, a big profitability statement, or something else. I don't want you to miss it. Additionally, if you want to take this conversation deeper and further, we have by far the largest private Slack community for B2B SaaS founders. You want to get in there. We've probably talked about your tool if you're running a company, or your firm if you're investing. You can go in there and quickly search and see what people are saying. Sign up for that at nathanlatka.com/Slack. In the meantime, I'm hanging out with you here on YouTube. I'll be in the comments for the next 30 minutes. Feel free to let me know what you thought about this episode. And if you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up. We get a lot of haters that are mad at how aggressive I am on these shows, but I do it so that we can all learn. We have to counter those people. We got to push them away. Click the thumbs up below to counter them, and know that I appreciate your guys' support. All right, I'll be in the comments. See ya.